Welcome all to Becoming Breathwork course. This will be our first call, and this morning we dive into awareness. For me, awareness is really the foundation of breathwork, but also of life, especially if we truly want to gain control in such a way that empowers us to live a centered and full life. Creating the things we want and not the things we don't want. Um, and I mean, fortunately, our nervous system growing up catered to the world in a way that it attempted to make us safe. Safe from those things that were scary or threatening, and really keep us alive and keep our parents feeding us if we were younger or on their good side at least. And sometimes those patterns just keep replaying, and we create a life that might be very difficult. We might be trying to stay within this realm of safety when really the world is inherently can be inherently safe, or much safer than our nervous system has played it out to be, depending on the experiences we had growing up. And really, the only thing for me that can break through those patterns is one, becoming aware of it, becoming aware that, oh, this person said this thing to me in a certain way, and I seem to be holding on to that in such a way, and it spoke to a part of me that felt wounded in some way. And sometimes, we think about that for a week. Chances are that person who said that thing probably forgot about it immediately afterwards, and it wasn't such a big deal to them, but for whatever reason, that stuck with us. And there can be a lot of stickiness to the way we experience our lives, and it pulls us out of the flow. So oftentimes when we have those experiences where we don't want to feel that emotion, we stop breathing, or we breathe very shallow. Might breathe as if we're scared. So that kind of, if you think of a child, of a, like, just the worry and the fear starts to perpetuate itself in very subtle ways. It might not be a full experience because we try to block ourselves off or shut ourselves down in those moments. Um, but really, the way out of those experiences is always in, and in is into awareness in our body, into, okay, I'm feeling this thing. Can I allow myself to feel it so I don't let it kind of wreck my day, or let it um, wreck my week, maybe sometimes. And really, the power we have to do that is within. So this is going to be a very simple practice, but yet very highly effective to really training us to go in when things get hard, and then release the idea that that experience is hard, so that we can kind of move through it in a better way. So I'll just dive into the breath practice. It's really going to be we talk about long, slow, but deep breath. So the deeper the breath, the more that tells our nervous system that it's safe, and the slower, obviously, this doing the same thing. And light means it's not forced. It means we're not trying to push our way through life, which is one of yours truly's pattern, was to really kind of push and push and push, and a lot of big forceful breathing in my life. But so we with that light, slow, deep, we can always kind of dive into a deeper level of our nervous system, a deeper level of safety in our body, so that we can start to experience our life in a much freer and relaxed way. So we don't have to push or force or be afraid, or whatever it is that's blocking us off from really experiencing what's in front of us, and that's life and all its possibility. It'll just be a soft, subtle breath in and out through the nose. I'll bring you through some just general body awareness, and we'll go from there. So if you're doing this at night, you might want to lay on your back, if you're not too sleepy. Otherwise, for this practice, I like to get a nice seated position. You can be on a chair or on the floor with legs crossed. You can have a candle going. And really, this practice is meant to be 15 minutes, but you could carry it on for as long as you want, um, and enjoy. So I'll give you some space just to get comfortable. Soft seated position. In that seated position, you could give yourself a soft, gentle gaze into the room, or you can close your eyes, whatever feels safer for your body and your nervous system at this time. And before we arrive here, we're going to offer our nervous system just a little bit of a cooling breath. Ultimately, if you feel things get sped up in life, this is a way to slow down. So it's going to be a breath in through either pursed lips, like you're sucking through a straw, or you can actually create, if you can curl your tongue and create almost like a pseudo straw, bringing the breath in through the mouth. And then we're just going to breathe it out the nose. So we're going to do that 3 times, pursing the lips to breathe in and out through the nose. In again through the pursed lips. And out through the nose. One more time, trying to get a big inhale in through the pursed lips or the rolled tongue. Soft, gentle exhale through the nose. Start to just become aware of any points of contact between your body and the ground. It could be the feel of your feet on the floor, the heaviness of your sit bones against the surface you're sitting on, or your back against the surface you're laying on. You could feel the touch of your clothes against your skin, against your legs, your arms. Any points of contact between your arms and legs or your body. Just starting to bring awareness to how your body wants to breathe in this moment. It may feel like you don't want to breathe in, like your breath is stuck at the bottom, or maybe it might feel more challenging to actually breathe out and let go of whatever things you might be holding on to. No need to change anything in this moment, just becoming aware of how it feels to breathe. What's your experience of your breath? Just feeling that breath come in and go out in whatever way it wants to do it. If your body at any point wants to create a deeper breath, Just allow it to do so. For slowly moving our awareness to our body. If you like, you can give yourself a slow, gentle scan starting from the top of the head, feeling that awareness move down your face into how the muscles of your face are expressing themselves in this moment. Your jaw, feeling the neck, the throat. It could be a soreness or pain, it could be a heaviness, tension, tension in the muscles, heaviness in the bones. Could feel light, could feel good today. Whatever it is, just bringing that awareness into your body and how it's experiencing what you're going through in your life right now. Feeling into the top of the shoulders, sides of the shoulders. So you work your awareness down your arms, going down all the way to the hands, the fingers. Or bringing your attention back up to your chest, your upper back, your rib cage, and just feeling into that diaphragm that connects all the way around your rib cage and into your lower back. Feeling it move as you breathe in and out. Bringing your attention to your abdomen. Feeling your stomach on the left, liver on the right, pancreas in the middle. Feeling into the lower part of the abdomen where all the intestines sit. All the pelvic organs. Or bringing your attention to your pelvic floor. If it's hard to feel there, you might just picture it as the inside of your tailbone, in between aspect of your hips. Feeling if there's any tightness or holding on there. Moving back into the bones that make up your lower back. into your tailbone, the bones of the pelvis, feeling your hip joints all the way down the thigh, feeling the muscles of the front and back, inside and outside, down to your knee, and from the knees down into the ankles, the bottom and top of the foot. Feeling out into the toes. Feeling it now into all of the body. What parts are feeling good? What parts are feeling heavy or tense? Again, just bringing a little bit of awareness there. There's no need to change or switch it. Just allow. Allow your body to be in the experience, to be in the patterns that it feels in this moment, on this day. There's nothing to change. Just be with it and allow your body, your breath to experience life. Bringing your attention back to your breath. Perhaps noticing any shifts in the breath now that we've brought more awareness to the body and all its parts. Recognizing that it's normal when we get to these deeper states of awareness and safety in our body that sometimes an anxious feeling might be experienced. The worries or the emotions might have a place to come up. It's safe just to allow them to be there, to allow yourself to feel the sensations. giving yourself the safety of the present moment to bring space to what needs to be felt, experienced. It's safe to feel. It's safe to connect to those deeper parts of yourself that subconsciously create your experience. Anytime the mind starts to wander, wants to check out from the awareness, just bringing it back to the sensation of the breath going in and out through the nose, or the breath going in and out through the body. If you like, you can continue this practice a little bit longer. For our purposes here, we can start to bring a bit more awareness back into our physical body, feeling our sit bones against the surface beneath us, our backs against the ground or our feet on the ground. Any points of contact in our body. You can take a deep breath in through the nose, sighing it slowly out the mouth. Might start with a wiggle of the fingers or an opening and closing of the hands. A big stretch. Starting to slowly blink open the eyes, come back to the room, and just anchoring yourself back to the space, back to the present moment. So maybe being aware of where your nervous system's at now. Again, there's nothing wrong if this practices start to bring up a bit more anxiousness, a bit more of those feelings that maybe we've shoved down through our lives. The more we get familiar with all those sensations and bring awareness to them, the safer it starts to become. We start to become the really the parent to that inner aspect of ourselves that has gone through difficult experiences in our life. and we can start to really create that safety and that awareness in our body in order to really fully experience all the ups and all the downs. Sometimes if we shut ourselves off enough from those um, from certain emotions, we start to limit how much good we can feel, how much joy, how much peace and gratitude that we can experience. So it's important to really bring a sense of safety into every aspect of that feeling, every aspect of that emotion, and really start to ground our nervous system back to safety, so that whatever's going on in our world that we can experience from a collective level or from an individual level, we have this ability to go in and feel and allow and really create an awareness to what we're getting overwhelmed with, or what feels heavy, and start to maybe unload a bit of that inwardly, and that starts to change how we see the world externally. So hope everyone had a great practice today. I'll end the recording here. Obviously, you'll have my contact info if you have any questions surrounding the practice moving forward. Um, Wishing you all the best today, this night, or whenever you choose to listen here. And looking forward to seeing you in the next call.